Right, so in this week's vlog, we're going to do a bit of a Chicago debrief. I'm still here in Chicago. Check it out. But we're also going to talk about a little bit, maybe we'll talk about shoes as well. But we'll talk also about what's coming next on the channel, because we've got a couple of things that I've got planned between now and the end of the year. But before we do all that, let's go through the race and what happened. So 3:32. What we realised last night when I finished, we was going through the splits. I ran the first 5 miles like an idiot. I don't know what was going on. I think it's down to the GPS. I had literally no clue what was going on. I was trying to manually do it on my hand and also like work it out. Like I was counting basically like 8 minutes ahead because that was 3:30. But when I look back at the splits, I was running the first 5 miles at like 7:30 per mile, 7:40 per mile. I didn't need that. I said to Hayden just before we started, I'm going to run the first 3 miles at 8-minute miles, then I'm going to go down to 7:50 and all that. That went totally out of the window. So I think the back end of the race, which we had a problem, and I'll come on to that, was actually down to my poor strategy and poor management in the first half of the race. It's quite funny actually, because that's not the way I run. Usually I start steady, which is 8-minute miles, and then I get sort of faster as we go into it. In the second half. So that totally made sense why I sort of fell apart from 20 miles, 21 miles. But yeah, so the first part of the race was good, steady. I was on point other than the first 5 miles. And actually, I think it was about a mile, I can't remember, but there was like 8 miles. I think I was really into the rhythm. I was really hitting like 750 per mile pace the whole way, which kind of worked. And I found that rhythm. And that was a really nice stretch actually, sort of. You went like north and then came round, and yeah, I just found a nice rhythm up there, and that's where I think I made most of my time up. But yeah, it's funny how now when I reflect on it, sitting here today, I think that first 5 miles is the reason that I sort of fell apart from mile 20. So yeah, mile 21, yeah, I didn't realise how hot it was. It was only when we finished. We really got the feeling of the heat, like sitting in the park. Oh, by the way, check out the beam, look. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm going to take a picture of it, hang on a second. Let's get a selfie while we're here, 1 second. Yeah, we'll do it while I'm videoing this. What a hero. But yeah, like, it was so hot sitting in the park afterwards. It was mental hot. I had to get up and leave because I was just so hot sitting there. But basically, well, the reason I'm saying that is from mile 21, I really started to struggle. And it was, I'll go around these people to film. Yeah, it was the pace. I just couldn't, I had nothing. And in my mind, the plan was to push basically from 20 miles. But I had nothing. And there was a section from 21, you saw 24 on the other side. That bit was like the longest part of the whole race ever. And I think it was just the heat. Just getting like hotter and hotter and hotter. You don't realise until after you finish how hot it actually was. And when I did the edit of the video, you could see the sun. Like basically we had no break from it for the whole time. So it's not an excuse, I'm just telling you why, and it's good actually to know why it came off in terms of the pace. It makes a lot of sense. Firstly, obviously I started too fast, but secondly, that heat in that sort of last part of the race was unreal really, and it's amazing. When you think about it, all the majors this year, all of them have been really, really hot, and so it just shows you. But yeah, anyway, so that's kind of the race. I was kind of happy with it. 3:32. I would have liked sub 3:30. I'm not going to lie. I wanted sub 3:30, but again, that's marathons. They're hard. They're meant to be hard. You never know what Mother Nature's going to throw at you. I'm proud because at mile 24, I just wanted to walk. I would have walked if I didn't have Hayden. I would have walked. But I'm proud that I did, and I'm proud that I showed that perseverance to get through. And obviously the work I've been doing in the gym and all that sort of stuff, that really helped me with everything I did and helped me cross that line and helped me PB. So yeah, so that's a bit of a race debrief. Let's talk about shoes quickly. So a lot of you were asking in the comments on the race video, and thanks very much, by the way, for that. And thanks to everyone who watched all the videos and the support I've been out here. But you was asking how the shoes were. So they were right, you know. I think the change. Oh, that's closed. The changes I made. We'll go around here. The changes I made to it in terms of the shoe, like the socks. I used a twin skin sock. I did the laces different, insoles, all that sort of stuff. I've told you like on the video what I did. It worked. I had one tiny blister on one of my little toes. Like, but it was like nothing. And it didn't impact me, it didn't affect me, didn't feel it at all. Like I said, and the reason I chose them, they felt very marathon-y. In that section from like 5 to 20, I really felt that nice bounce. I really felt that nice stride. The shoe was giving me what I wanted, and it was, yeah, it was comfortable. It was giving me the performance that I wanted. The plate, not the plates, but the energy rods, everything that was working, it was working well with what I wanted. So I definitely made the right call. I had, as I say, no issues in terms of, this is nice, isn't it, by the way? I had no issues in terms of the rubbing or blisters or anything like that, which is what I was concerned about, if I'm honest, with all the stuff. I had none of that. The shoes were excellent. Adidas Pro 4 was perfect. I made the right call. I'm happy with that. I'm already looking at the Alpha Fly 4. Thinking that could be the next shoe, because that's dropping soon. But who knows? But yeah, it was all right. Look, absolute worst case, when we go to London, yeah, we'll rock it out again. You know, we'll rock the Pro 4, maybe get a different colourway. But yeah, shoes were perfect, people. I made the right call. I made the right choice on the shoes. It was definitely the way to go, and I'm really pleased with what I did. And I think they definitely, I wouldn't say they helped me, but they weren't a hindrance, which is the most important thing. So the other bit of this video really was like, what's next? What's coming your way? So my plan really is to take the fitness that I've got, take the hard work that I've done, and we're going to throw it at a half marathon. We're going to throw it at a 10K, and we're going to throw it at a 5K. Half marathon, I've got, I booked a remembrance run. I usually do the 10K, but I wanted to book the half just to see what I've got. It's not an easy course, because it's like a million laps, but I wanted to give it a go. I wanted to see what happens with that. So that's coming up, and that will come out real soon on the channel. We're also doing something quite cool with that video as well. And then I've got the Fulham 10K. Oh, look at this wheel. I've got the Fulham 10K. I think it might even be the week after. Look at this skyline, look. It is amazing. Chicago, by the way, is a beautiful place. If you've not done an away marathon, I'd recommend Chicago. It is, look at this, look up here. It's stunning, it really is. It's absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's Fulham 10K, and we're going to go for it. I did PB in the 10K by accident, but if I feel all right, it is a week after the half, but if I feel all right, I might try and break that 40-minute mark, which I was 40 and 04 in Shoreditch, I think. So we might try and do something there. And then I want to go and do the 5K, because then that's the set, isn't it? Try and PB at that, and I'll probably go down to Southend for that one, in terms of the, because they've got the Chalkwall Park run. It's like a flat out back. We've done it on the channel before. Ben's gone down there. Ben will probably actually come with us. So actually Ben was meant to be here. I was going to try and go, he might not make it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, so that's the plan between now and the end of the year. We've got that all booked up. So there's sort of 3 challenges still to come on the channel. So yeah, hopefully we do something there. If we don't, I'm not that bothered. It's not the end of the world. But if I can PB, great. If I don't, I ain't that bothered. Do you know what I mean? I've had a cracking year. Say that the times I've been running are fantastic. And as I always say on the channel, the times actually, I know I've just banged, they're actually irrelevant. It's more of a definition of the progress I'm making as a runner, as somebody who's trying to get better, someone who's trying to get fitter, someone who's trying to get stronger. I think that the times are a byproduct of that. So it doesn't really matter what they are in some respects, but the fact that I'm progressing and then they're getting quicker, that's the important part. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So yeah, that's what's coming on the channel. Again, thanks to everybody who's watched the video, supported me for Chicago. Honestly, the comments and that lot was so nice on that video, like about, you know, the process and all the work I've done. I really appreciate it. So no, thanks to everybody. Thanks for the support. And I'll see you guys next week.